Okay, so today is the day that I question how much of an anime fan am I really? This anime is awesome. Why am I just now giving this a chance? I've been hearing about it for well over some years now, and I appreciate it for all of you people who have suggested it and asked me to watch and review it. Especially Subaki Swag. She literally came to my house and put a gun to my head and said, "Watch episode 1 now." That's not how it happened. Not all of it, anyway. But anyway, this anime is freaking amazing. I know it's kind of old, and many of you have already watched it to completion. But there's only 13 episodes and one OVA, so I'll be reviewing whatever I sit down and watch a marathon. And today I sat down and watched the first 5 episodes. So if I get something wrong that has been proved to be untrue later on, after episode 5, I don't know because I've only watched the first 5 episodes, so bear with me. But a quick explanation of the story. From what I've seen so far, like I said, I've only seen the first 5 episodes, so I may not understand everything. But there is this awesome, badass female named Lucy, and she is part of this rare species called Diclonius. They have signature horns on their heads, and they are in charge of destroying all of humanity and repopulating the earth with their own species. Now, she has a split personality. She has the badass Diclonius side, who's like all about destruction, who literally fucks up everything in her path. And she has this one side that is just so innocent, and she doesn't know anything. She can barely speak words. The only thing that she says is Nyuu, Nyuu, Nyuu. She almost seems kind of like a cat. And the main characters, Kota and Yuka, they take her in because they find her on the beach, literally naked. I mean, boobs hanging out and all. And the military are after her because she escaped a facility. For those of you that haven't watched it, I won't spoil too much, but I'm pretty sure 99% of you have. But oh my god, the first episode, straight up mind fucked. I'm talking about limbs, head, hearts, everything, just everywhere. I'm talking about this girl is walking down this hallway butt ass naked, and all you see is lambs flying off of these soldiers that's shooting at her. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? But it turns out that the Clonius have these hands, like transparent hands that pretty much can cut through anything because of some high vibration or something like that. They're called vectors, and so she basically has a 6 set of hands that are just fucking up everyone. Well, technically 4 vectors and 2 regular hands, but the vectors are what's really fucking up everybody. And there's even one scene, and I forgot which episode, I think it's 3, when there's this other Diclonius in charge of hunting her down, and boy, what happened to number 7 was just so sad. The feels, man, the feels in this anime are there. And the innocent side of Lucy, aka Nyuu, is awesome. I love how she's just so clueless. There was even this one scene when the main character, Kota, well, one of the main characters anyway, was sick, and he asked her to bring him some water, and she brought him a shoe. I'm not sure why, but I just busted out laughing there. And Nyuu is like primitive, like to the point where she is like an animal, and puts his hand on her own boob and pretty much asks him to, rub it and feel on it, and she gets all excited, and his cousin comes in and catches them, which is fucking hilarious. She seems to catch Kota and Nyuu at the wrong time every time. There's even this one scene where Nyuu is drenched in the rain, and she doesn't really know how to, take her clothes off or anything like that, so he has to, and right when he pulls her pants down, the cousin walks in, and I cannot emphasize this enough, I hate incest, especially in Japanese anime. Even though it's common over there, I'm not really a fan of it, but the cousin likes the main character. Yuka likes Kota. Now, I don't like this element. This is the only thing in this entire anime that I do not like. It was a big deal for me in Sword Art Online. This disgusting new anime you guys are making me watch, and now this. I'm not sure why it's so common, but yes, the cousin likes the other cousin. It's not clear if he likes her back, but anyway, that's the least of the worries in this crazy ass anime. I mean, the action is awesome. When she makes that transformation from Nyuu to Lucy, shit gets real. Nobody around her survives except for this one, well, 2-time. The very first survivor of hers was this guy named Borda, I believe his name was. He's in the military, and he is so, you could hate his character, you really can. Like in the first episode he was shown in, he literally punched a woman like so bad her jaw got immediately swollen and he started bleeding. And it's never okay to hit women, but she fucked him up. She poked out his eyes. She ripped off one of his arms, bent the other one, so it's like a fucking T-Rex arm. She fucked him up. But the only reason she didn't kill him is because she made the transition back to Nyuu, the innocent girl who wouldn't hurt a fly. And the second person who survived is the main character, Kota. She was about to kill him, but right before her vectors reached his face, she had like a vision of him being younger, or I'm not sure if that was him or someone else from her past, but then she just walked away. But there are feels all over this anime, especially there's this poor kid named Nyuu. She just turned 14, and man, her stepfather raped her, and her mother does not like her because the stepfather is paying her more attention than the actual, the wife. So, she ran away, and just everything in that scenario is just horrible. That is never okay. But Kota and Yuka tried to take her in, but she's so stubborn. She doesn't want to be a burden on anyone. But it's not clear if she's going to stay or not, because as of episode 5, she was still crying and still calling herself a bother. But I really do think that she should stay there. But the adoption papers have been signed, so who knows if she really is going to stick around. But I hope so, because no one needs to live like that. She was living off of breadcrumbs she got from a local bakery. Her and her puppy, well, not her puppy, a puppy that she found. That's the only friend that she's had ever since she ran away from home. And they went to get free breadcrumbs every day and lived off of it. When Kota and Yuka gave her actual food, it was just amazing to see, because after that flashback of seeing how fucked up her past and household was before she ran away, she deserves this, man. It was really heartwarming. The feels in this anime are great. Like I said, I'm only on episode 5, so don't spoil anything for me. But Kota and Yuka have not seen Lucy yet. They have not seen the dark side of Nyuu. The only thing they've seen is this girl who doesn't know what anything is, who can only say yes and Nyuu and water for right now. But that one scene when they did hand her over to the teacher in episode 5, or the professor, whatever he is, and when she screamed out Kota, when Nyuu screamed out Kota, like the first name she ever said, that gave me goosebumps. And how he walked away and tried not to cry but ended up crying anyway was just, it's great animation, it's great feels, like you actually feel it. But it was just so sad, man. And where we are now, or where I am now anyway, in the anime, she just exploded the professor's head. So is she going to go back to Nyuu anytime soon? I didn't watch the preview. I'm probably going to sit down and watch like 6, 7, 8, and maybe 9 tonight. So I'll be back with another review of those very soon. But right now, I'm not sure what's going to happen next. But nothing can symbolize how different the two parts of her are. Because one is put to sleep, like Nyuu, the innocent side, is put to sleep by the professor because he's about to rape her. But the other side is awake. So she literally says, my other half is the one sleeping, and I'm going to fuck you up right now. Now, one thing that has me stumped in this latest episode that I've seen, episode 5, is right when she kills, right after she explodes the professor's head, she says, you are not the one. The one for what? The one to help her repopulate the earth with more Diclonius, or what? What does she mean by that? I cannot wait to catch up with the rest of this anime. I'll probably wait until there's like I get to episode 10, do 6 through 10, and then 11 through 13, and then one of the OVA or whatever. But it seems awesome. I really hope that Lucy, or Nyuu, whatever you want to call her, does not die at the end, because that would be so fucking sad, because she is awesome. Both sides of her are awesome. Nyuu is lovable, and Lucy is just badass, so you can't go wrong with either side. And there's a guy named Kurama. How awesome is that? He claims to Lucy that he cannot forgive her for something, and that he killed his own daughter. Now, why did he kill his daughter, and why does that make him angry at Lucy? Now, maybe she did something so horrible to his daughter and he had to put her out of her misery, similar to how he had to do number 7. That would be so sad, because that would just make what he had to do with number 7 that much more impactful. Basically, number 7 is like a younger Diclonius who got her ass handed to her by Lucy, but she was getting her ass whooped first. Like, she was really owning Lucy, but in the end she got her both arms and both legs ripped off, and the guy Kurama had to put her out of her misery. She refers to him as a father figure the entire time. Like, everything she does, she wants to do so she can get his approval. So just seeing her say goodbye, Papa, right when he injected her with that lethal or whatever it was just really sad, and you can see it really hurt him. So to him, I bet it was like losing a daughter all over again. That, the feels there, man. You really feel the feels. But seriously, why did Kota and Yuka think that it was a good idea to take her to the school, or to a school period, when they know that police are looking for this girl? You know, all they did was cover up the horns and take her to school, and knowing she couldn't say anything but the word yes at the time. So that really was dumb on their part. Although I can understand why they didn't want to leave her home alone. They could have had Mayu watch her or something, or was she at school at the same time? I don't know, but still, I think that was a really dumb decision they made. And I really can't wait to see what happens when they find out about Lucy, the dark half of her. Oh man, and I wonder what Lucy is going to say to Kota and Yuka, because I'm pretty sure she's not going to kill them, because they've been taking such good care of her other side, thus keeping both sides alive. If there is someone who is watching this who has not watched Elfen Lied, I would definitely suggest it, although it is geared towards the way more mature audience, because they do not censor anything. I'm talking about the arms being ripped off, hearts coming out, heads being ripped off, everything. It's very graphic, and also there is nudity. I'm talking about breasts with actual nipples. No fan service shit, just straight up out there, nipple in your face kind of thing. So if you're not into that stuff, or if you're not into actual gore, then you may want to steer clear of this, but it's an awesome story so far, and I would definitely recommend it. Because, I mean, a lot of people have, ever since I've started reviewing, ever since I started my YouTube, which was like almost 2 years ago now, I have been getting requests to watch this anime, and I'm so glad I finally did. Anyway, look forward to my 6 through 10 episode review sometime in the near future, within the next 5 days for sure, and then after that, 11 through 13, and then the OVA. So tell me what you guys thought about this video. Do you guys think that I should review the next 5 episodes? And do you like Elfen Lied? Dislike it? Will you watch it after this review? Because it's amazing in my opinion. But tell me what you guys thought. It's been JB the Chia. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.